Right now in Portland, it's 50 degrees with cloudy skies. Today's forecast has showers, with a high of 54 degrees and a low of 43 degrees.
Assisted living.
It's God's waiting room, because you know your number's going to come up eventually.
When you put your hand on it, it's just going to compile information.
I was kind of a fat kid. They called it husky.
Husky, and I said, and I stopped. And I'm still like 6 feet away from the base. He's like, Jenkins, I'm drawing a mustache on some drunk passed out dude, and it loses its ink after one side. What am I going to do?
We bill this as a news program.
Yeah.
Hello? I absolutely love your show.
I just want to let you know this is the best show on TV.
It's pretty funny.
I chose you guys.
Well, it's kind of sadly funny, I guess you'd call it.
It was looking a little somber.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having such a great show.
Bye.
Best show on TV in this particular time slot.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Coffee with Curmudgeons. There's a phone number down here. Hang on a second if you're calling, because the machine that does the phone is working on updates. 18%, your Windows 10 update. Thank you very much. So I'll have to put it here. Anyway, but there's a lot of info there. I'm Doc Normal. It is January 2018, and we are live. We're actually live now. And this is...
Who?
Jason.
Oh, hey, everybody! It's Friday. Hello there. That's right.
Does this seem loud to you or something?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
I guess we come through loud and proud.
That's right. In your face, man. Anyway, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's a festive Friday. If you're looking to get on phone lines, we're at about 18% on.
You know what? I'm going to bring it up right now.
Yeah.
So that
people can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, it can. There's a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
There really is. It's Friday.
It is.
See, I promised I wouldn't talk about this.
So if you want to call on the phones, you're going to have to wait probably till about a minute before the show's over when it gets done with you.
No. The phone, I'm bringing it up here on this machine. Right.
Oh, we're going to bypass it.
Here.
Yes.
This machine here.
Yes.
We have backups. It's like flying a plane or a rocket or something. It's like if one of the engines goes out, hopefully.
So you're saying there is a plan B?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what was that? What
I'm
was
not
that
used.
from?
I don't know.
That was a line of something I just watched.
Oh. Well.
Oh, it was probably some Star Trek thing or Star Wars or something. Yeah. So the phone lines are open. We can get a call in, and I'm going to be getting lots of calls today.
Yeah.
Not on necessarily on. Although I should. You know what?
What are you selling? I
screwed
gotta know
up.
this.
I screwed up.
Yeah.
Here's what I screwed up.
Yeah.
I put one of my. I have numbers.
You got numbers,
right? You got numbers, right?
I got numbers.
How many numbers you got?
Oh.
How many numbers?
Probably 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one for this, one for that.
Do you? I gotta ask because this is a curmudgeon thing to ask.
Sure.
Do you have what they call a landline?
I did up until about 8 or 9 months ago.
Yeah.
I refuse, and I refuse to get rid of it just on general principle. No one called it anymore. They always called the cell phones, and so I was sitting there and
2017, baby.
Yeah, the wife's like, "What are we doing this for? Why?
For it?
Right? What are we doing this for? No one even calls." And I said, "But they could."
I know.
That's a justification for, however much per month it is, but they could. No one's called the phone since 2002 probably, it's all cell phone now. So I'm like, but we may need it, And she's like, yeah.
Was it a package? Was it like a thing with
It was. Originally, that's what we got it for. It's like if you got the internet and the phone and all this on the same thing. It was bundled.
Cable?
We're going to bundle it for you. Oh, yeah.
Because that was the new thing, right?
Yeah.
Because, oh, my gosh. Back in the... I need to get that phone,
Back in the day.
The original phone. The original home telephone, which exists somewhere.
Ooh.
I have one here, though. I mean, it's not original. It's pretty fancy. It's probably like 1990s.
What else do you have down there?
I'm Redland Rod, and this is Show and Tell.
See-through.
This is like 90s, right?
Yeah.
This is like I
love it. It's got the little bell in it. Ding,
yeah.
ding, ding,
This was gifted to me. Hey, maybe you could use this in the studio.
The hotline.
It's all like you can see all the circuits.
We need to hook that up to be our hotline.
Well, you remember when they did the iMac, when the original one, the thing. And it was all see-through, and it was all...
Right.
And then all the cables had to be see-through. It was like Steve Jobs walked in one day in the computer industry and said, see-through, everything will be see-through. So
evidently, when they wrote the memo saying we need to be more transparent, they took it to a whole new level, right? Yeah, we'll make everything transparent.
Yeah, I mean, it was like going to OMSI, the Oregon, if you don't know, the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry, which is the Science Museum.
Located in beautiful southeast
That's
Portland.
right, waterfront.
Yeah.
And they had the Invisible Woman.
Young.
And it was always like, and you could see her arteries
guts,
and
man, yeah.
her insides and everything.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, yeah, I'm glad we have skin. That's not a good look. I mean, I
Right.
felt the same way about the computers and being able to look inside the computer. It's like, yeah, these circuits are meant to be not.
Well, we want
seen.
the Wizard of Oz, right? The world at your fingertips through their magical internet box. But when you see the innards of it, it's just like, it takes away the magic.
It was like that silly phone that I just showed you.
Yeah.
It's just like it's clear, and
Yeah.
then you just see all the circuits and resistors and stuff, and you're like, okay, that's later. Okay,
Yeah.
to be fair, and I know we're not on Twitch yet. We're not, God forbid. But later, when the gamers started really getting hardcore, and the video tower is like this too. They had like the tower, and they had one side which was glass, plexiglass, and then there was the LEDs that were like red and blue and green, and then you could put them in there next to your processor and stuff. And that I get that. That was cool. That's like the carb, carburetor, the stuff on your hot rod.
Yeah, it's a 21st century equivalent of getting your car and like putting a glass pack in it. And doing all this remodels
or whatever it was. Yeah.
Whatever car talk these people do under the hoods.
Yeah. But not the weird that period when they were doing the original iMac where it's just like, in every cable it's like, oh, there's the cable. It's just like
sweet.
Yeah.
See the cable.
And then all of a sudden that all went away one day. Then all of a sudden it was like right here. All of a sudden it was aluminum. All silver. Aluminum. One piece. Which I think actually, as far as computer guy, I think that was the most brilliant. Give Apple credit for that. Because all the other laptops I ever owned until I owned the MacBook Pro with the aluminum single is like they all like, cracked, and half of your, after about a year or two, half your laptop is cracked out and the screen's like flopping out and you're flipping it on, the screen flops and you're kind of like, and then the circuits are hanging out, but they're not.
Right.
That's not stylish. They're just hanging out, the circuits.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
the
about.
other laptops, they're silver, but they're silver because you put in tons of duct tape on it to keep it together, right?
Yeah, because the paint wore off. And the MacBooks and all that were all plastic too, and they fell apart too. I mean, it's like whoever thought about the plastic, and then Steve Jobs was like, all aluminum, and it was like, cool. So I got this. First thing I did when I got this is I dropped it, and so it bent the aluminum. So both sides are bent, and I had to actually plier them out.
But it works.
But it did not damage the computer.
That's right.
So
That's good.
So I'm all about the metal.
He's all about the metal. Coincidentally, when you were in the 80s and the drummer of Tokyo, you were all about the metal.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I think, was this new news? I saw somewhere, there's a guitar player for Motorhead passed away. Maybe that's old news.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I had Lemmy a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Lemmy a couple of years ago, but it was a guitar
Really?
player. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it popped up in my feed.
Oh.
Just, we're talking like
That's not good.
music, so.
They were a power trio, so now they're down to the drummer, and that's
I
it.
think so. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so we're here. The phone, this thing's 22% Windows 10.
Yay.
That's great. Alexa, what do you think of Windows 10?
I don't have an opinion on that.
Yeah.
She's much too polite.
Good idea. So played some music. Had some new fancy stuff in the background going on. I did some roll stuff. So I've been doing stuff.
Right.
Yeah. And in the meantime, I got what I should have done. Okay, here's what I should have done. I asked you about numbers. You had the landline with the cable. The thing about the cable, the thing about that landline was always, first, when it was like the cell phone and you'd start going, I have this cell phone.
Yeah.
It goes around with me. My number is portable.
Right,
Like that blew people's minds. My number is portable.
That's right.
And do I look yellow? I feel like I look yellow. Got a touch of the jaundice.
That's what I was already to say. Today's Friday is Jaundice Doc.
I know. No, I did. Oh, brother. It's like probably the camera's off or whatever. I came rushing down here because of doing this.
Today's jaundice. Monday, maybe we'll have like leprosy Monday, things.
Oh, God. That's horrible. That's horrible, dude.
I'm just,
I would say like scurvy, It's like, eat a lime.
Right. Scurvy. I like
Captain
that.
Bog and Salty.
Or some just like the weird names like the British gave, infirmities like, oh, hey, how you feeling today? Well, I've got a little bit of the dropsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I'm all, what's that, apoplexy or whatever it is?
No, I always like the vapors.
Get the
I'm the
vapors.
vapors.
That's right, and you need good humors to get rid of those vapors, right? I love it.
So, yeah, so the thing is you carry the phone number around with you,
Sure.
and then you're like, why do I need one here?
Yeah.
And then they'd scare you. They'd be like, what if your battery runs out?
Right.
Well, plug it in, won't I?
But what if we need it?
Yeah, yeah. And then it would be like, later it would be like, well, you can't call 911. Remember
Right,
that?
yes.
Like, can't call 911.
Yeah.
Well, I could call someone on my cell phone and have them call 911. Like, call a friend. I could go, hey, buddy, can you call 911? A bear is biting my leg off.
That's right. 911 by proxy. Yeah.
And that was the whole thing, right? Because then you'd say, well, I still have the phone with me.
Yeah.
I can go. So if the landline phone is at home and I'm out and I don't have a cell phone and something happens, how am I going to call 911? I'd have to run home and call 911.
Right.
So it's like, But then they fixed that.
Oh, yeah.
And then the cable companies came out, right? And then they had cable, and then they got the internet. Because the phone companies first had the internet, and then they got the internet, and the cable. And then they put the phone in. Yeah. And then the phone company said, what if the power goes out?
Right, yeah.
Because the phone's not going to
For
work.
the longest time, that's what I was saying, too. Hey, if the power goes out, we're going to need...
And that's a valid argument, because what people don't know, because they don't have phone lines anymore.
Yeah.
If you have a phone line, raise your hand. If you had a phone line, what the deal was is there's power in those lines. So you don't plug the phone into the power. That whole Bell system, the whole invention of the phone was to make sure that the phone had power that would ring the bell.
Yeah.
It was all discrete system without
an independent source. Yes.
Yeah, and then you can pick it up, which is why if your main power circuit went out, the phone company's power didn't necessarily go out.
Right.
Like you'd get the power to go out, but you could still pick up the phone and call the power company to tell them to fix the phone.
Right.
Which you can do now with the cell phone, just as long as your batteries are charged.
Yeah.
But the problem is when your batteries go out, that's when you're really screwed.
Then.
And that's what happens with these, like all these disasters and hurricanes and snowstorms and mudslides and fires and stuff. It's like it's not. It's I don't know. But it's still better than not having the phone. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So there was that, right?
Yeah.
And then I had to convince the old people in my family because they got the landline. They would have to have. Dude, they had the fax line for I don't know how many years.
Yes.
I think they still have a fax.
That,
I mean, a fax, man. It's like, dude.
I dig it. You never know. Someone may have to send a fax or something. Instead of scanning
digitally.
a document.
You scan it. You can scan it.
I know.
You can scan it. Anyway, so
but what if?
So I have a few numbers.
Okay.
And now the thing is you get like you used to get Skype numbers, but you can get the Google numbers. I got my Google number a long time ago, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can call on your laptop and all that.
Right.
It's like welcome to Tech with Doc Normal. An amazing thing, you can get a free Google number with your Gmail and call on your thing. They've had that for about 10 or 12 years now.
And then there's that one person in Dubuque like, wow.
Well, when this airs on TV, someone's going to call in and go, he's actually right, you couldn't get a Google number.
I've had one since 2014 and it saved my bacon,
This is the best show and it's time slot.
I love that quantifier. That's great.
4:30 a.m.
#1 show on TV if there's nothing else on TV. Yes.
That was some of our voicemail that we got. See, we get the voicemail when we put it on the TV. It's good.
Yeah.
We're working on that. But anyway, so what happened was, so we've got a NuzBox, this number right here, which is
503-395-5040.
right. That people from assisted living see our show, and I'm going to call that number right now.
That's right.
Let me tell you about Jell-O.
Marvin, get me the phone. They're on
Literally,
again.
This literally has happened, so it's the beauty of it. So anyway, so what I should have done, so I'm selling some things, which is a weird time to sell over the holidays.
Yeah.
So what
after the holiday.
Well,
right?
see what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
The way it was supposed to work.
Okay.
Is I think the prime time you want to sell stuff is probably right before the holidays, right?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Like that end of November after Thanksgiving, December.
I can see that.
As people are shelling out the money.
Right.
Right?
They already got that mindset of I'm gonna buy stuff anyway. They may see your stuff. Hey, I'll get that landline.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Oh, look, it's a camping shovel. Just what I wanted to get Roy.
That's right. I think Roy was talking about that the other day, and
here's a guy selling a used camping shovel.
Hey, why not?
From the Norwegian Army Reserve.
Ooh,
I could barely get that out, Norwegian. But anyway, so that was my plan.
Yeah.
So I've had some stuff up there, some kind of esoteric gear things that have just not sold.
Esoteric gear things, yes.
Well, they're kind of high-end things that do audio and stuff. And so I got to like put them on eBay or something, but that's fine.
So not the average dude is going to be, oh, wow, I need this. It's someone
who's
an
audio professional or something like that. And I knew that. It was like, oh, you know what? We've downsized this. We don't need this anymore. And it was nice and kind of expensive. It's like, you can't sell that high-end stuff unless you find somebody who wants it. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. So I've had a few things out there. And I also had a set of old walkie-talkies that I can't unload. I cannot unload.
Well, we need to use them down here.
Dude.
Yeah. Red Fox to Gold Leader. We can... Oh.
I'll get you a damn walkie-talkie if you want one. I've got several. No, I mean, I had a whole bunch because there'd be like a lot of people on the crew, and then you kind of downsize, and then you only have so many people on the crew, and robot camera, and so it's like, we only need a few of these.
Yeah, as technology advances, makes some things kind of redundant, so you streamline to make it run better.
And the thing is, it's like you can get these walkie-talkies anywhere. You can go to Best Buy or Fry's or whatever, and it's the pack, and you get them. Yeah. Like people go out in the wilderness and stuff. It's like, okay, get a pack of walkie-talkies. There, how's it going? Okay. Yeah. But these have the headsets and the in-ear, like the security, like,
Yeah. Wow.
What? Okay. I don't even know what
I like it.
What the current? What's what was? Okay, so every president in the Secret Service has a code name.
Sure.
And I can't remember who's Reagan. I can't remember. There's Reagan had one.
Oh, they're usually named like Bald Eagle or
Yeah. Well, like what was Obama's? I can't even remember.
Oh, I don't know.
Huh? If you know.
Although I do know the current occupant is Covfefe.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, they'd have a thing. So you got the in-ear thing. It's like,
Yeah.
Munchman's coming down or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Burger and fries. It's probably burger and fries. It's probably a Happy Meal.
Gold Leader to whatever Munchman is coming down the stairs.
Big Mac's coming down the stairs.
Big Mac. We can have fun with this all day. This is great.
Supersize It's coming down.
That's right.
Get fresh, people.
That's right.
Get frosty.
Get frosty.
Is that what they say? Get frosty.
Yeah, you gotta get frosty. Stay cool, bro.
So like Navy SEALs, get frosty.
Right.
So stupid.
I saw it on CBS one night.
I was just gonna say, anything you need to know is on freaking CBS.
Yeah. Yeah, they got like the
It's
SWAT one. They got the SEALs one.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
fascism TV is what it really. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
like because I have the CBS thing to watch the freaking new Star Trek thing, which we can talk about later.
Yeah, and they're adding more shows too. And that you're right. Yeah.
And you know what? You know what's on CBS that I want to watch, other than barely wanting to watch the new Star Trek thing?
60 Minutes.
Yeah, but that's on TV though.
Big Bang Theory.
You can no.
Okay.
And that's like now it's like Young Sheldon and stuff. So that's going to be like MASH. It's going to go 30. It's going to be, in 2025, it's going to be Sheldon's grandkids, and it's going to be like CBS. Stop. Try something new.
Right. Yeah.
But no, they have. CBS. I'm sorry. It's just. I feel my age when I go to CBS, I mean, I feel old. I mean, when you watch 60 Minutes, which, by the way, there is news about 60 Minutes.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
That we can talk about in a minute. Mm-hmm. And that is that CBS is going to do a Portlandia thing.
Right. So this is the last season of Portlandia.
It's the last season of Portlandia. Yeah. One of us here was on Portlandia and played a bigot.
Fern was on Portlandia, although he did get stereotyped.
Why did they interview you, dude? You could have been sitting with your buds Kyle and
sure,
and
because I'm sure they'll remember me.
Yeah, remember me?
Fred and Kyle.
I was the head of the bigot parade. Remember? I wore suspenders and a white
beater. The big dog.
Bald guy.
You remember the big dog? Come on.
Yeah, the big dog. I was typecast.
Right.
That was unfortunate typecasting. But we went into that. We did a whole show on you, and that's in our highlight. At some point, it's going to be the bigot parade.
Yeah, anyway, the bigot parade. Yeah.
Go back and look for the show.
Look for it.
Watch the other shows.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you should be on 60 Minutes talking about how Portland's changed since you played a bigot.
They're never going to let me on that one. So, Jason, what do you think? Let me tell you. I'll be right. CBS is kind of like turned into the middle-aged.
Oh, no, it's not even middle-aged. It's the assisted living network.
The baby boomers?
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's just so, their news and everything. Yeah. And this has been going on for a long time. Every television show on CBS is something with people with guns. And guys get frosty. And it's just like, explosion.
That's right.
God, I love my job. Kick me in the nuts. It's just like,
right.
Dude, and it's just like, and so...
That's in the script somewhere. That's in the script somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's that David Barner is on the freaking SWAT, or what's that
David Boreanaz guy.
And then their network of NCIS, Oak Grove. There's going to be an NCIS Gladstone.
I like that. I like that.
Because there's an NCIS everything. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is it NC? Wait a minute. There's CSI.
They had CSI Los Angeles, CSI New Orleans. NCIS is the naval.
Okay, but which one is CBS?
Both
Are they
of them.
both?
They're both.
Did they do Law and Order too? Because it's one of those things where it's like...
No, NBC did Law and Order.
Okay.
CBS.
Because there was like Law and Order too at one point. Because there was like Law and Order, the normal one with the guys in New York.
Yeah.
And then there was Law and Order with the redheaded guy with no pants on.
Right.
That was like Law and Order, no pants on.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, oh man, every week it's a butt.
Yeah, I thought it jumped the shark when they did Law and Order Tax Law.
No, jeez.
I'm kidding. They didn't do that, but they could. They could.
No.
You
just long for a Miami Vice, some pastels and a Ferrari, a little Phil Collins music,
and the cool music, right?
Yeah,
yeah, the Herbie Hancock at the beginning.
I told you it's not Herbie Hancock.
It's not.
No,
who is
it's
it?
Jan Hammer.
Jan Hammer. That's right. It is. Sorry about that, Jan.
It's okay. I know my Herbie Hancock and I know my Jan Hammer.
He did something else though, right? Herbie Hancock?
Maybe there was a Herbie tune on it. Maybe Rocket was on there or something. Ooh. Maybe they did put a Herbie on there. You would think, because they put everything on there, right?
Right.
They put all kinds of.
You know why? Because
80s
remember, Herbie Hancock do the thing for Beverly Hills Cop? And so, like,
No, that was Faltermeyer.
see, I'm 0 for 3 right now.
Faltermeyer or something like that.
I'm 0 for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did another one too. Axel F or something. I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Herbie's done soundtracks.
Yeah.
I can't remember which ones off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
he's
So let me ask you this question. Let me ask you.
Is it about landlines?
It's actually
The
about
CBS lineup?
It's about
or,
CBS.
Or selling stuff on
E,
internet, which
E, all of the above. No, CBS. Do you watch any shows not on the All Access, but on TV, the landline TV? Do you watch? Do you watch any CBS shows? Because I'll be brutally honest with you. I watch none.
No. I watched. I've
football.
Well, first of all, I don't watch. I really hardly watch any TV. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I have the antenna. And, if you have a modern digital TV, you have the digital TV, and they've gotten real good, and you just get a real good indoor antenna, like one you plug in or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like rabbit ears, though. You still got to kind of like move it around or whatever.
Right.
And, like on the TV, those channels come in great.
Yeah.
So CBS, I have watched a 60-minute or two.
Okay.
Just like I watched recently a Star Wars, I've watched a 60-minute. Trying here, it's Friday. Exactly. And so, so now they're going to have this thing about Portlandia.
Yeah.
And I want to be angry on Sunday.
Sure.
So I'll probably watch the 60-minute with Portlandia. Okay?
I want to be angry on Sunday.
Well, trust me.
If I was a therapist, let's talk about that for a minute, shall we? I want to be angry on a Sunday.
Trust me, I will be angry because I want to yell at the TV the whole time. Fred and Carrie, you guys.
Right.
I did kind of meet them once, but whatever. Yeah. That's a long story. But and it was in New York too, which was really weird. It wasn't in Portlandia. But anyway, I wanna yell at the TV. So I'll probably, which is probably what most people who watch 60 Minutes do.
Yeah.
They probably yell at the TV.
Yep. Very true.
It's probably something like, you see those damn liberal Democrats? They're out there giving the poor everything.
Yeah.
Having sex in the streets, no morals. Atheists. That's probably your average CBS.
It's almost like you entered their heads.
I love trashing these guys. They're taking my money, though.
Yeah.
They are taking my money.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, if they're going to take your money, at least they could...
CBS of all...
Yeah.
Like Netflix.
Yeah.
You go, well, Netflix takes your money. You want Netflix? Netflix goes, you want us? We take your money.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazon Prime.
Yes.
And they got lots of TV shows and stuff on there.
They do.
They take your money. There's also a YouTube thing, which nobody watches, like Red or something like that.
Yeah, well, I know this last month they came out with the YouTube TV.
Yeah.
They're now trying to go head-to-head with other streaming platforms.
But then there's the iTunes.
Yeah.
Sure. So they take your money. But ABC, NBC, CBS, they don't take your money.
Well, CBS.
Like, when were you growing up that they took your money? When?
Interesting.
Never.
No? Yeah,
you know
that's
why?
true.
Because every 8 minutes or 10 minutes, you have to see people with incontinence or, I don't know, other problems.
Right.
And they just get their little pill. Ask your doctor about this little pill. That's the other thing. CBS is the pill network.
Ooh.
Dude, pharma is and as a matter of fact, last night, when I saw the thing about the Portlandia going on the CBS on the 60 Minute.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
I saw that and I clicked on a link that had the preview. It was a 30-second preview for the 60-minute with Fred and Carrie. And then, what's the first graphic that comes up?
Oh, boy.
Do you think it's... Because CBS is an eye. It's an eye. Wow, it's an eye, just like the back of the money. Yeah. Like, Big Brother is watching you, or CBS. It's a big, giant eye, right?
Yeah.
Eye watching you.
Sure.
Grandma's like, is that eye watching me? But you'd think you'd get the eye, because that's their logo, right? Remember NBC's Peacock? Oh, Happy Peacock.
Sure.
In color.
ABC has...
George Stephanopoulos. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Where's George? Oh, he's right here. Let's lift him up.
George. Here's George.
Stephanopoulos is like, what's that guy? Charlie McCarthy or whatever. It's like a little...
Oh, Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy. Hi, today's news. That's right. So, George, what's the news? It's damn weird out there. Oh. Right now, we just earned the everlasting enmity of George Stephanopoulos right now. He's like, those curmudgeons.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get them.
I'm so worried. Just like I was worried about Matt Lauer coming after us.
Yeah, you saw how we took care of Matt Lauer, George. Get on our bad side, man. Huh?
Oh. Just a little... Well, the way they sit in those high chairs... anyway. So... Those
Pacific! I love it.
Anyway, so ABC is George Stephanopoulos is a little ventriloquist guy.
We need a dummy. We need a dummy now.
NBC is the Peacock. Yeah. In fact, we got the old logo there. The Peacock in color.
NBC.
Right. And then CBS is the eye. So I'm watching this preview for the 60-minute with Portlandia. 30-second. It's like I thought it was like 5 minutes or something. I thought they were going to give me a 5 or a 3.5 or something. No, it's like a 30-second preview. First graphic that pops up, it's not the eye, it's Pfizer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like, then it's Fred and Carrie. And then all of a sudden, Carrie goes, and it's like, do you have incontinence? Because incontinence is bad. And it's always that old couple in the garden. They're like watering
the garden, right?
The garden.
Yeah.
And
Fred and Ethel.
And before the pill. Yeah. Before the pill.
Yeah.
The guy's like watering, and the woman looks over at him like, oh. It's like he's got the vapors or something.
Right. And no, Fred, you have the vapors again? That's right, Thelma. I don't know. Here, try this.
I don't know. It's the vapors, the fires. I don't know. But anyway, and then they, here's the pill. Yeah. It's what it looks like. Ask your doctor. And then they're in the garden, and they're smiling and hugging.
Right. And then comes on the ad for Preparation H after it because, it's a logical conclusion. But, yeah.
I mean, it's like...
the garden smiling.
So that's what... Online, right?
Yeah.
And so you don't pay CBS. You don't pay NBC. You don't pay ABC. Mm-hmm. And you don't pay, PBS. Yeah. They have like the pledge drive thing.
Sure.
Send us money. Even though we're, incredibly financed by McDonald's estate or whatever. I don't know. They got a lot of money.
But that's in the real fine print.
Yeah, I know. But you can get a sticker on your car. It's fine. Donate. It's fine. They got good programming there.
Yeah.
I watched, if you ask me what I watch on actual real TV, for the first time ever, on Thursday nights last year, I turned on Fox and I watched The Orville.
Yes.
So that was like the first time ever I turned on the TV to watch something.
Yeah, I guess there was one or two.
Because I wanted to catch The Orville. And
yeah.
I caught it on streaming, but I got to tell you, talking about CBS again, some of those streaming services are not so good.
Yeah, it's not like they're NuzBox.
Like the Netflix, and then the Netflix or the Amazon, the internet companies that seem to do pretty good. And some of these other ones are like, oh, that's harsh. You're like, oh, that's real nice, So I'd watch The Orville when it would come on. I'd try to catch The Orville.
Oh, yeah.
on the TV, and then it's bigger. It's like, you know, and it's one of that was one of those shows you have to sit down, get the jokes and everything, and watch it. You couldn't just like do something else.
Right.
So there was that. The other night, I saw something on my Facebook about a new Nova about black holes.
Ooh.
Right. So guess what? I was like, well, I'm here. Is it time?
Oh,
I could turn this on and I could watch this.
Yeah.
So, but that's it. That's rare.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm paying CBS.
Mm-hmm. All access, yeah.
Now in England, if you have a TV, you pay them. You pay the BBC. You pay them.
Okay.
There's an actual TV tax, they tell me.
Ah.
In England, you actually pay the tax, which funds like the BBC, which is the national. They're like the PBS, right? They're like the national. I mean, they have the other ones like the Channel 4 and all that, right?
Sure.
But the BBC,
BBC,
is
BBC
like the
One,
national,
BBC,
and it's a great product.
It is.
I mean, just the BBC radio alone, which you can listen to streaming, like with all the rock shows and stuff like that.
That's right.
And they have the Sherlock and all those cool things. But the reason you can't stream it here is because you got to pay them to get it, and so then you got to get it BBC America and all that stuff. So there's actually a tax. When you buy a TV, and I think it's yearly or something like that. As far as I know. People can correct us. So anyway, so we don't have that in America. We had a tea party. We had a Boston Tea Revolt. Throw those TVs in the Boston Harbor.
Kids, not many people remember this, but the Tea Party wasn't actually about tea. It was about TV shows.
That's right.
And we threw that BBC overboard, man.
We just have to sit through a whole bunch of lame advertisements. Or adverts, as they would say, across the pond. So now CBS wants to do their own streaming thing called CBS All Access.
Yeah.
And so they want to do the Navy SEALs and all this stuff. Stuff I will never watch in a million years. First of all, we've grown up with the guns here, the guns there, the guns everywhere. Bad guys, guns, and bad guys.
Right.
Good guys. Who has a bigger gun? I have a bigger. Oh, you have a bigger.
We were raised on the A-Team. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we know our guns, right?
You know what those old shows did better is when they didn't use the gun and they used the mind, right? Like Mission Impossible, right?
They very rarely use the guns. They're always just out thinking people.
Yeah, maybe they carry. I'm playing a gun, but it would be masks and funny voices and Barney doing like things with the telephone.
They may have been assassins, but they were cerebral assassins.
Exactly. And drugs. That was always the cool thing when it had a syringe, you know?
Right.
See, I can handle that.
Right.
But it's all this stuff like, military, police, everyone's a terrorist, everyone is. It's like, oh my gosh, it's not good. This is not good.
No,
this is not. This doesn't bode well for our society. I'm gonna say that, and people are gonna be like, oh well, what's wrong with it?
It's red meat TV. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, you can have the crime, like the British Sherlock thing.
Sure.
With Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
One of the man of.
Yeah. I mean, he does a Sherlock thing, and that's all like cerebral and exciting, and there's all sorts of stuff. They kind of do like a CSI kind of thing in that.
Yeah.
But there was one episode where he was shooting up the apartment, which was really cool because it was like.
But he did it for the effects of something. I want to
test.
Right.
So anyway, so I pay the CBS thing because they own Star Trek. The reason they own Star Trek, by the way, folks, is because of Lucy. That's the reason they own Star Trek. Because
Desilu.
Because if you remember, I Love Lucy, which was the most successful show on television. I mean, that was I think it was like really the one that really launched the sitcom. The situation comedy.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Because before that, it was like variety shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Sid Caesar and that sort of thing.
Yeah, Jack Benny, the other stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I Love Lucy really launched that whole. Yeah. Here's the set, here's their living room, here's their kitchen, there's the thing. And it was the most popular show on television.
Right.
So popular that Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball got filthy rich off of it.
Yeah, him and Dick Van Dyke.
They were, yeah.
Dick Van Dyke, but
Right. Yeah, but that came later, though.
Honeymooners, too.
Yeah, but that I can't remember the timelines. But anyway, but I know I Love Lucy was
she was the biggie, though. Yeah, she built an empire.
Yeah.
You know.
And so, they became filthy rich. They became television producers and stuff. And there was something about them recording the film. There was some technology, too. They were like internet. It was like the internet of the time when Desi and Lucy did it. Honest to God, look it up. Where they did some innovative thing, like how they filmed the show and filmed it live, did something different that would make it more like, we can turn this around and we can do this and that. It was something, and I can't remember what it was. But if you read up on that, it's like, oh, they did this and this and this, and that's why they were successful, and blah blah blah. They were so successful, they became producers, executive producers of shows. Yeah. And they're the ones who gave Gene Roddenberry green light. They produced Star Trek, the original Star Trek series. Was a Desilu production.
Right.
And so that's why it got on CBS. Mm-hmm. And
the rest is history. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that's how CBS ended up.
Now they want to charge you for it.
Yeah. So they got the new one, and they want to charge you for it.
Captain Kirk would not put up with that. That's the difference between Discovery and like the old one. Kirk would have put the beat down on CBS for doing that. They would have done the fight music. Dun, 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 dun.
Picard.
Picard wouldn't have put up with that either.
We found that money is not important.
It is the
root. We get our
root.
entertainment for free. It's called YouTube 23rd Century.
Right, because they're streaming.
That was a crappy Picard. But anyway, so CBS, and they finally, there hasn't been I don't want to go into the history of Star Trek because there was Enterprise and all that stuff. But anyway, what happened was they started a new Star Trek this year. Mm-hmm. All right?
Yeah.
After a long time. And it's different, and everyone's kind of dealing with the differences and stuff. All right? Mm-hmm. But they showed one thing online for free, or on TV, I think. Part 1.5.
They did, yeah. They did,
and then all the rest is like you got to pay for it.
If you want to, they put out like a little nibble.
Yeah.
If, I want to see that. You got to go. Yeah.
And so you got to pay their all access. Mm-hmm. And then there's two things. There's the cheap seats, and then there's the $3 or $4 more for the more expensive seats.
Yeah. And
you know what it is? They say, well, if you buy the more expensive seats, you don't have to watch the commercials.
Oh.
You know what? It's and they're charging like the price of Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can get this and watch reruns of I Love Lucy, but they might be on Amazon and Netflix too. But boy, I've watched a lot of I Love Lucy, so it's not to say it's not bad. It's kind of fun. And there's also that old person's channel, like we talked about, with watching the live TV. What's really fun about watching the live TV, what's really cool, is they got these really cheap assisted living channels. And they're called what are they called? Like Memories or something. It's like digital channel 3.6 Memories. And it's like they play like...
That's right.
Murder, She Wrote.
Yes.
And Columbo.
Right.
And
The Streets of San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could just watch those if you want to watch your old nostalgia with the weird television shows.
Remember, it came in really vogue in the 90s, which I dug and I still dig to this day. The first of those channels was TV Land.
Yes.
And they'd put on Petticoat Junction.
Yeah.
And they'd put on the great cool shows, Green Acres.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Green Acres.
It's a place for me, My favorite though was Arnold the Pig.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
So you can watch those for your nostalgia, and then you have all the new CBS lineup. NCIS
SWAT.
Toledo, Ohio, or something. Yeah, SWAT. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, I drew the line when they did CSI Tupelo, Mississippi. I thought maybe that was just a little too, not that much stuff is going on down in Tupelo.
I'm telling you. CSI Gresham.
I like that, though.
Yeah.
In fact, me and a few buddies of mine, we made a crank video parodying when Cops was huge, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So we came up with OGPD, where, you know, two guys, you know, in disheveled suits walk on people's property with a drug-sniffing dog, and then, you know, hijinks ensue. But...
Terrorist Patrol, Oak Grove.
Right. Border Patrol, Utah. Well, what do you mean there's no border in Utah? Don't worry about it. You know?
I don't know. There's always something. But anyway, so there's all these shows that I do not want to see. I'm there subscribing for one show.
Yeah.
And then the show itself, the Star Trek, I've been kind of like on the fence. I've been one of those fans. It's like, this is kind of different. I don't know. And everyone's like, well, you know, when you do the Star Trek, you know, the first season is always kind of like...
laying down the foundations,
Yeah, and so then it came back. So last week was the comeback. And I think everyone agreed. I mean, there were a couple, out of all the episodes, there was like one or two that I liked. And I liked the cast and everything. But I kind of call it Star Trek Battlestar Galactica.
Ooh.
Like, did you ever see not Battlestar, not Lauren Green?
No, the remake.
But the remake with Miami Vice.
Right.
No, Edward James Olmos, who originally was the captain on Miami Vice.
Right. Yeah. Yes, I do remember that. Mm-hmm.
Was he Stand and Deliver too? Is that his? I can't remember. He made that one. He
did.
Movie. He's a good actor. I like Edward.
That
James
is
Olmos.
Stand and Deliver with wasn't that a young?
Was it?
Who's the guy?
I can't remember.
It was he was in Young Guns.
Yeah.
He did La Bamba.
Oh,
Diamond Phillips.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah,
was he in that?
I think so.
Who knows? We're probably
Stand
all
Delivery.
wrong today.
Yeah.
And we don't care.
That's all right.
We could ask Alexa.
Ooh.
But we're not going to. Anyway, yeah, Edward James Olmos, because he was like in the Battlestar Galactica remake, and I did catch that on like the online or something. It was pretty good.
The Cylons were cool. I dug that. They're like Terminator though.
Yeah, it was more like No, the Cylons were like, I don't remember the Cylons being blonde ladies in sheer red skirts.
That's why I liked it.
Huh.
All the women are like, I don't like the Cylons. All the guys say, man, they're great.
Yeah.
You
Look
know?
at them Cylons. Wow. Wowie, wow.
Now that was a makeover.
I just love a little chrome. Wait, is that Captain Phasma or is that... Actually, that's it. That's what Captain Phasma is. She's the blonde lady, Cylon, in the Cylon chrome suit. Captain Phasma from Star Wars. There you go.
There you go.
That's free.
Yeah.
You didn't have to no $5.99 a month for that.
No, we're all about solutions
we shouldn't
here.
trash them. Maybe we could get on CBS. We probably have a population. People would be like, let's just watch these jackasses for a while.
Right.
I'm serious.
CSI like, Curmudgeons.
We can watch Angel be a Navy SEAL.
Yeah. I would.
Guy.
Why don't we just step in for all the shows?
What's his name? David Bunner.
I
can't remember.
David Boreanaz.
I know he did a show, he did a crime show. I mean, he's like right there, right?
He was Buffy, right? And then Angel?
Yes. He was in Buffy. As a young actor. Frank couldn't act in Buffy, by the way. Couldn't act in Buffy.
Yeah,
no, like
but
actually.
He wasn't brought in there to
see
act,
the original Buffys that he was in.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. But then they gave him the Angel show.
Right.
Which was actually kind of better than Buffy.
Kind of. And they sent him to acting school.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And he was real good in that.
Yeah.
And then they just and he wasn't on that Bones.
He did Bones for years. Yeah.
Now, was that...
He did that for 10 years.
Dr. McCoy. I could imagine they're solving a crime and here comes Dr. McCoy. Damn it! I told you.
That's right. Damn it, Jim, I'm a country doctor.
That's a Gorn, not a human.
That's right. Damn it, Jim, I'm just a SWAT guy. But,
bad jokes today.
I know. It's Friday.
This is what happens when we don't do a show for a week. So anyway, so
We got all this backed up, and it just kind of, it's called Curmudgeons. What's that? Incontinence? Curmudgeons,
I was just going to
incontinence.
say, CBS has a pill for that.
That's right.
Seriously, man, we should just be on All Access. You should put us on. Trust me.
It'll
Make
work.
jokes about assisted living. You'll get lots of calls in your switchboard. Do they still have a switchboard?
Right.
I can't believe you said the word.
Hey,
I
Norma.
can't believe Don Lemon said the SH word.
Right. Hey, Norma, they're calling about the Curmudgeons again.
Yeah.
Put them on hold.
Well, Don was just quoting the president, ma'am.
Right.
Anyway. So there's all this stuff. So, and then they came back and they're doing the second half of the season.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fandom. I've been like delving deep in the fandom.
You're drilling
Star
deep
Wars.
on this?
Yeah, the Star Wars and Star. I mean, that's what's popular on YouTube, not us. I mean, if we started talking Star Wars and Star Trek and
You told me it was the best show ever in the time slot. Yeah.
no, there's some good, really nerdy, geeky people. And they're
God love them, man.
like
Yeah.
if you have personality and you can sell it, you can talk about anything. Like I watch these two guys.
Yeah.
They're really nerdy.
Yeah.
And they're Star Trek. They have a Star Trek, but they also talk about other sci-fi too. So they've got their own spin-off where mainly we talk about Star Trek, and now that there's Star Trek Discovery, we can talk about that. But then we talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
And their main thing when they started out was like hardware. They talk about like the design of the phasers and stuff like that. I'm not joking. And spaceship design.
That
and
is
stuff.
drilling deep. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they actually even interview. They've actually had like one or two of the designers on different Star Trek
interesting.
shows
Yeah.
who designed the spaceship, and they're like, we got an exclusive interview with this guy, and we're talking about what he was thinking about when he designed the Enterprise J.
Okay.
And mostly it's like, well, what about these lines and stuff? And he's like, I don't know. I had they gave me like 24 hours to knock it out, and so I drew some stuff up and I gave it to Rick Berman, and see you later.
Yeah.
That's real cute, but they're really good. But there's just other stuff like that, okay?
Yeah.
And so because there was Star Wars and Star Trek and everything's controversial, Star Wars is controversial, Star Trek is controversial. So there's a lot of fandom controversy.
Sure.
Everyone fight. But
Right.
anyway, so they're coming back for the next half of the season, and so they got the opening thing. And I think everyone agrees now that this was probably the best episode yet. So it was like, oh, thank God. Okay, this looks like some Star Trek stuff that I'm used to. I mean, it doesn't have to look like it, right?
Yeah.
It's all different. They changed the whole look of the thing.
Sure.
Which they do. And that you just have to deal with it. Just live with it,
Yeah.
But then it's like, the story and the characters, you got to kind of be like, where's my Star Trek feels here?
Right.
So they did that, and so we'll see. So everybody's happy, but but you got to pay CBS for that.
Yeah. I'm not in
Pay
favor of that.
CBS. That's like if one day CBS said, that 60-minute you like, you got to pay us for that.
Right. Or turning the Super Bowl into pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. Well, like when you watch the Super Bowl, right? When is the Super Bowl, by the way?
I think
Coming
this
up.
year it's like February 4th or 6th.
Oh, okay, so it's coming up. But yeah, here's the thing. Like the Super Bowl, what is the big thing about the Super Bowl? Selling the advertisements.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Right? And it's such an event that they make special good advertisements for that bowl.
Yep.
That Super.
Yeah.
So
And they charge, what, $2, $3, $4 million just for the ad space for a 30-second.
Yeah.
But,
That's how free TV works.
Yeah.
So not only am I paying CBS for stuff I don't want,
Yeah.
just a Star Trek. I'm just looking for a Star Trek. One Star Trek. Mm-hmm. And all the other Star Treks are on the Netflix. They've been on there for years. The story is that CBS is going to pull all of those
put them
at
all
some
on the
point.
X, yeah.
So it'll be like, oh, your Star Treks aren't on the Netflix anymore. Now it's on the CBS, and it's like, oh. So at some point in the future, you're just going to be paying everybody. CBS, George Stephanopoulos, you're going to pay him something.
Yeah. George.
Yeah.
Yeah, the puppet George, right? Yeah. Yeah, I can see
For some
that.
ventriloquism news show that he does.
Right. Hey, look at me. I'm a SWAT guy. You know. That's what we need. We need like sock puppets here, you know. We need our own.
I want to make sure do a shout out that we do love the Greek people.
We do.
Greek people are great people, and our comments about George Stephanopoulos in no way reflect on our opinions of the Greek people.
Right.
Okay.
Aristotle, he's my man. Yeah.
Love the Greek food.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have to pay everybody at some point.
I can see that.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know when that. I don't know when, but there supposedly will be a point where it's like all of a sudden you're gonna go up to Netflix and go, "Gosh, I want to watch that one with the Kirk and the Spock," and then it'll be like, "Where is it? Where is it?" You know.
It's on CBS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So yeah. So I'm paying CBS. If you told me in the future,
Yeah.
when I was a little kid, when we had 3 channels, someday you're gonna pay CBS. I'd be like, really? For what? For a Star Trek? Really?
Yeah, because we've gotten spoiled that the networks are free. I mean, it was in our day it was over the air. You know.
Well, here's the other thing. I was talking to my kid about this too. Like CBS, right? Mm-hmm. They have all these shows that are of like military and police and all this stuff.
Yeah.
All stuff I'm just not interested in.
No.
Sorry. You can't convince me to even at all watch that crap. On the Netflix, they produce their own shows. Mm-hmm. So what do they have? The Black Mirror.
Oh yeah.
Black Mirror show. Mm-hmm. Now there's a show that I'm interested in that I watched.
Right.
And there's other shows that they do. It's like, oh, that looks like a good. And there's shows. Well, they have that Crown. The Crown.
I love that show.
I haven't watched the second season yet, but I watched the first season.
Yeah.
Right. And so they have stuff to watch. Now the Crown's more like. To me, that's more like on Netflix. That's more like you're watching the PBS or something.
Sure.
You know, the guy in the chair.
But that speaks to their variety, though. You know, they have tons of like original series that's on there, and I watch Netflix. I'd say way more than.
I'm just saying that
TV.
I don't see the Tiffany network. I just don't see them being that creative. I mean, it's just like when you see these ads for and on our new lineup, the SEALs, the SWAT, the CSI, the murderers, the terrorists, the this, the you know, and you're like, wow,
yeah.
And meanwhile, on a 60-minute, Portlandia.
Right. Yeah, but see, that's the thing about it. Networks, they never know when to stop when they're trying to think about how are we going to make more money for the network. I mean, you have like the SWAT and you have the CSI, and then the CSI they CSI Los Angeles, then CSI New Orleans, CSI
right.
This. I mean, that's the problem is there's no originality anymore. So I mean, seriously, in like 2 years from now, you're going to turn on CBS and it's going to be like CSI Mall Cop or something where they've just gone one step too far, you know. And Law and Order.
Yeah, I mean, I don't,
whatever it is.
Like I said, I guess that's their demographic. That's what they, it's just you're feeding the thing. And again, some people would disagree with us, but I'm just saying that it sure seems like that's a lot of overkill.
Oh,
it just
networks are about overkill, though. I mean, lately that's their whole thing.
Well, I remember when Sunday night, like on, I think it was CBS.
Okay.
You'd have all these comedies, and MASH was one of them, which because it was the longest running comedy or whatever. But you'd have the Bob Newhart show, man.
Oh, I love Bob. Love me some Bob Newhart.
You'd have just those shows, and there's like Mary Tyler Moore.
Yes.
You'd have, and granted, it was like, oh, it's a sitcom. It's a sitcom. I say, yeah, but
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, am I gonna like? I think people out there today, maybe people in 2018 don't want to laugh. I mean, it's like, oh, look at that Navy SEAL just blew that guy's head off.
I think you're right. I think you're onto some because there is. Although I will say this, ABC did bring back Roseanne.
Oh God!
Coming back in March. So
Don't even start.
I
told you not to talk politics.
Roseanne?
Yes.
I know.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a whole.
But I mean, at least they're trying to bring back a sort of sitcom.
Well, so what's the story? The story with Roseanne is, and we'll get back to selling. The story about Roseanne is it just came out like a couple days ago, breaking news.
Yeah.
So the characters, or Roseanne as a character.
Yeah.
They're going to be Trump supporters. They're going to be Make America Great supporters. That's what I've read.
Okay.
But then there was some more stuff about Roseanne herself, which people were really cranky about. And then there were cast pictures, like with John Goodman and the people who are they're all grown up now. It's like, who's that adult lady? Oh, that's the little kid, you know. And I saw the cast picture. I briefly skimmed this because I wasn't. I love John Goodman.
Oh yeah, huge John
Goodman fan. I never really was a big Roseanne show.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I caught it once or twice, but
wife loves her. My mom watched Roseanne when it was on in the 80s. I never got into her. I just found her too shrill.
Yeah. No, I just wasn't. I mean, like I said, it was like if I ever caught Roseanne, it was like, oh, John Goodman. He's good. I like him.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like John Goodman?
Right, or the Laurie Metcalf, who plays Roseanne's sister.
Yeah.
They had a very good supporting cast. You know?
So anyway, and then they had pictures of the cast, and everyone's like not smiling or something. So it was kind of interesting. So there's.
So they're going to be angry now.
We could look it up, but there was some drama going around about this new Roseanne reboot, and of course it's made in Hollywood. So if there's a thing with Trump and all that stuff, then people are going to not be happy. I skimmed it because it's like I wasn't planning on watching it anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
Is it on CBS?
No.
Am I paying CBS for that show too?
Right. No. They're actually going to air in March. Yeah.
Is that ERR or
ERR?
To air in March?
Yeah, to air in March. Now they're what, ABC?
Look it up, but no, I don't.
But to air in March. Yes.
Yeah.
Beware the Ides of March.
Well, it'll be March Madness. Oh, and here's the other thing about paying for the TV.
Mm-hmm.
So, we had the big college football.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. And it actually turned out to be
an
exciting game.
Yeah.
And we have, friends who are could be supporters of maybe one of the teams. Hello, Crimson Tide.
Roll Tide.
And so, things didn't work out when I was at home, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's on. And I want to catch it, and I catch it in the end because I'm definitely catch it. Not from the beginning. Sure. I saw the score, and I was like, ooh, I'm like, well, I want to catch it in the end. Guess what? I can't get it. ESPN, no, blocked.
Oh, right.
It wasn't on the TV like the Super Bowl, and that's where I first thought it would. I thought, I'll dial through the stations here. It's got to be on CBS or
Fox or whatever,
or whatever.
No,
nothing.
Yeah,
nothing. And then it's on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, I can get the ESPN, but there's like nope. So I don't know what happened. So I couldn't. Yeah. There's like some dudes on YouTube with their laptop or something, and it was like
kind of a grainy.
It was
picture.
kind of a drag because it was like an exciting game.
Oh yeah,
too hugely exciting.
Yeah, with me though, it was a very bittersweet game because I'm a Duck fan, right? I'm an Oregon fan, and the quarterback that came in on the second half who rallied Alabama and got them to win. Not many people know this.
Yeah.
And this is what made it bittersweet for me.
Yeah.
Is he's a true freshman, and he went to the same high school Mariota went to in Hawaii, and he forever in high school this kid said, you know what, I want to go to the University of Oregon. I want to go to the University of Oregon. Mariota went there. I want to go there. At the time, our head coach was Mark Helfrich. Helfrich never offered him it.
Yeah.
And so by the time Taggart last year came in and said, yeah, kid, we'll give you scholarship, come to Oregon. He was always, it's too late. I've already decided I'm going to go with Alabama.
So he went to Alabama.
Yeah, and so I'm sitting there watching the game, and the kid's leading Alabama back, and all I could think of is, that kid could have been ours.
Yeah,
you know, he should have been ours, you know?
Yeah.
But Roll Tide, I guess, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta love Nick Saban, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy is, he is the Bill Belichick of college football. As much as you love or hate the guy, he has built a dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I hear all about it. Yeah. Roll Tide, roll.
Right, Roll Tide.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No, but that's fine. I mean, it was like, you know, but then it was like, and I saw that it was, and you know, they were losing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, maybe it's just as well that I'm not watching this game.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, no. Oh, the kick and the this and the that. And I'm like, damn it. Why am I not? And I'm not, you know, I'm not a football fan.
No, but you're an action
there's-
guy. If there's something going on that's good, you want to see it, right?
You know.
Yeah, I almost, it's halftime, and it's not looking good for Alabama.
No.
And I came that close just to bailing. You know, I'll watch something else. This is going to be, you know, this is going to be a
I've seen
snoozer.
Super Bowls like that, too, you know. I mean, if golf were like, you know, dudes with, I don't know, rifles and, I don't know.
We should invent
somehow
a new
making
game.
it more exciting and watch that. I don't
Instead
know.
of basketball, we're going to do...
yeah.
We're going to do... what's that one thing in the Olympics where you ski and then shoot?
Oh, damn. I know exactly.
We'll do that with golf.
I know exactly what that's called, and it's Friday morning, and I've been up all night, and I don't remember what it's called.
I don't remember either, but we'll combine that and golf.
It's that thing.
Yeah.
All I can think of is curling. It's not curling. Ooh. Curling is that.
Yeah.
Which is that one sport that you just have to watch.
It's got a thalon name after it. Not decathlon, but it's something else.
It's something like that. Yeah, it is like something like that. It's the forest-a-thon or something. I don't know.
Right. That could be on CBS in the fall.
I like the curling. You know, and no matter what, and actually, aren't we gonna see that? It's coming up. The winter.
It's coming up here. I can't. I'm not even gonna say the name in South Korea because I can't phonetically.
Because that's one of the things, and that's always the Olympic sport, and it's never on. It's like late at night, and you're clicking, and all of a sudden it's like, what the hell? What are they doing? What are they sweeping that thing?
Right. What is
going on? And it's just like you just start watching. It's like watching the Pope give mass. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's he got? What's that? Smoke? What's that? Look at that hat. You know?
Does he have lasers this year? What's going on?
I know. Talk normal. All about offending everybody today.
That's right. At least we're equal opportunity offenders.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I love the Winter Olympics because you get the really cool events like you got luge, you got the bobsledding. You know, you even got the guys running around with ski shooting things. I mean, I do like me some Winter Olympics. I mean, the Summer Olympics you have track and field, and I think you know the basketball, and I think gymnastics. But all the cool kids. That could be it. Biathlon. Yeah, I knew it was a
biathlon is a winter sport that combines cross-country skiing and rifle shooting.
Somebody who was drunk came up with that game. You know, Bob, let's go some cross-country skiing. Yeah, that's fine and dandy, but I want to go shoot some stuff. So next thing you know, they're
You know what I did? As you were talking, I typed into Google skis and shooting things. I literally typed in skis and shooting things into Google, and it came up with biathlon.
I came back with like 1 million and something options. Oh,
yeah. But it's like
skiing.
Hey Alexa, what's that sport where you have skis and you shoot things? See.
Yeah, even stumped her.
See, the fingers are still more powerful than the
Alexa. That's Alexa speak for I'm not even going to bother.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, go to hell. You have an Alexa now.
I do. Oh man.
How's that going?
I love that. I love Alexa.
How's the kids? Some people get freaked out.
Oh no, they're cool with it. They love it. Jenna's fixation is Alexa, or just Alexa, sing me a song.
Uh-oh. Alexa, sing me a song.
Up in the hills, the campfire roars, graham crackers snap in 2s, 3s,
Alexa,
and 4s.
stop.
You're right, that's... Yeah.
Is it? I hope that's
My
not
daughter
like
loves
something
that,
like.
though.
Is that just something they make up?
Or, Alexa, tell me a joke.
Oh yeah.
What did the cat on the smartphone say? Can you hear meow?
Ah,
Oh God.
oh, that's a knee slapper.
Oh.
But yeah, that she loves doing
You've
that.
seen the video where they have the Google and the Alexa and they go at
No.
each other back and forth? Yeah, that's an old one.
I wonder if that's going to be like a CSI Alexa versus CSI Google. That's just
Well,
gonna-
that's the thing. We can just do a whole podcast where we get a couple of them and just have them go back and forth, interview each other. No, your mama.
Sunday,
No, your
Sunday.
mama.
That's right.
Your mama was a 286.
All in that pleasing voice.
Yeah.
Your mama.
Your
No.
mama was a Motorola flip phone. Which is funny because CES was this last week.
Your mama's a Commodore 64.
Did you know that?
What up?
CES was this week. The Consumer Electronics Trade Show.
Really?
Las Vegas. One of the biggest trade shows.
Okay.
Consumer Electronics.
Okay.
CES.
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
Las
Convention
Vegas.
Center.
That's a
It's
party.
huge.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. All the keynote speakers were men.
Oh,
Yeah, 2018. You know how that went over?
yeah.
B, well, there's a thing like a code of conduct. They didn't have one of those.
Oh.
And C, guess what happened? The lights went out. I guess karma's a... Yeah, so the trade, so they got the big convention center, right?
Yeah.
So they have keynotes and they have seminars and stuff, but the big trade show floor, and it's like Las Vegas Convention Center. It's huge, right? All the major companies, everyone's there.
Yeah.
Everyone from China, everyone from here,
China.
everyone, right?
Yeah.
Giant booths, it's huge. It dumps so much money in this thing. Actually, I don't think I've been to a lot of trade shows. I think I've never been to CES.
Really?
And I've been to some big trade shows, and they're like, CES is crazy. Like, we're talking
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
tens of thousands to, like, back in the heyday, it was like, I don't know, I want to say like 100,000 people or something. I mean, it was crazy.
I don't doubt it. Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And so, and it used to be back in the old days where the computer show was separate from the consumer electronics. So it was like the radios and the Sony and that and the computers. Then they combined them years ago, and it's just CES, Consumer Electronics Show.
Gotcha.
And so, so the giant trade show floor and everything, and everyone's out there, lots of power, and boom, power goes out, everything goes dead at CES. So, I don't know. It kind of seems like,
Fitting?
oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well,
So, anyway. So, that was, I just thought I'd bring that up because we talked about that. And Alexa and Google and all of them were showing their stuff. Google,
Right, yeah.
Google is doing all their stuff, you know, because Google wants, so that's, you know, we'll have the Google.
yeah, because that's what they show off. Like, didn't they do the one year? The big thing was like the iPhone on your wristwatch or whatever it is. They
The
had that.
phone watch.
Yeah. And,
Watch phone.
It's like for gadgets and stuff. But you're right. The CES is usually what's going to be huge by next Christmas, right? It's going to be that's what's coming down the line.
Yeah. They had, I think the more exciting thing
Yeah.
is like they have the TVs, and it's always some crazy TV. Oh, by the way, just want to let you know, everyone want to let you all know, as I predicted how many years ago, 3D is dead.
Yeah.
3D is dead. I
What's,
think it was dead last year, actually.
what's the new thing then? What's the?
What was the new thing? I think last year it's like these really super thin, and also you can almost roll them.
That's
TV.
right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like roll, just like the Star Trek Next Generation. It's like, oh, well, Mr. Worf, let's roll out the TV and watch Roseanne.
I saw a thing about that. You're right. It's like
You know?
a really thin. Okay.
Today is a good day to watch Roseanne. What is that? Sean Connery as a Klingon? God.
Or brand
that's
James
horrible.
Earl Jones. You know,
Yeah.
this is Roseanne.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. And the lights went out, and everyone's kind of crapped out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think anyway.
Yeah, that's a bad. What a place to have the power go out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was huge. Huge. So yeah, and they have people down there, the tech people live stream and stuff. I honestly saw it and it was like, oh, the consumer electronic, and it was just like, meh. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, the phones and stuff, it's like...
Yeah, because it used to be something you could really look forward to. Like, oh my gosh, I wonder what innovations are going to come out this year. But, I mean, technology and the business of selling moves at such a huge and rapid pace.
Oh, it ends today. Today was the end of it.
Right, but any consumer electronics show, by the time they get on that stage and they say, hey, this is what we got, it's old news, right? It's been, oh my gosh, that's a dinosaur now.
So it was the 8th through the 12th. So today, it wrapped up today.
Yeah.
NVIDIA updates software, says graphic chips not hit by flaws. Okie doke. Well, that was the other thing, too. That's the other... So that's something else. Tech news.
Yeah.
That's the overarching thing.
Yeah. Apple had that, right? A couple days ago?
The flaw
in
the chips, in the chipset.
Right.
There's this inherent... how would you describe it? It's by design, but it's a security flaw.
Okay.
It's called predictive.
Okay.
One way, like, and Intel chips, yeah, but it's also, it turns out, the other chips too. Now, there's two different...
Now, this isn't the one with Eric Estrada, right? This is a different chips?
Eric Estrada. I didn't think about that. It was like... Did Eric Estrada find a flaw in the
bad joke Friday?
Yeah. Eric Estrada makes news by finding a security flaw in Apple products.
Figure I'd throw that.
Eric, who knew? He was a security researcher.
Right.
He's had several jobs actually. Anyway, there's two main exploit flaws that exploit the hardware, and I don't know. One's called Doom and one's called Death. No, I can't remember. I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
But they're real nasty.
Yeah.
Now, in one case, you have to actually have access to the computer, and I said when I first saw it, and I see some of these things early because I do kind of see some of the tech news before it made like CBS News. But one of them, it was like, well, dude, yeah, if you had your USB stick, you could plug it into your buddy's computer and, oh, here, just copy that file. Put it on there, and now you go. But what it is there's the reason why computers work so fast nowadays, one of the reasons why, is the chip predicts what you're going to do next. It's predictive, and that's a part of memory.
Yeah.
So if the chip predicts really well, it's really fast. So it's basically like if you give me a job to do, it's like, go dig that, take the shovel, put it in, fill it in the hole. And then I say, I bet Jason's going to come back and ask me to dig, another thing, fill another hole.
Yeah.
Right? So I can predict that you're going to, so I can get ready. I'll get ready for you and go, hey, that's how the chip works. I'm oversimplifying it. So it puts these things in memory and says, I think the next thing they're going to ask me to do is to do this. It's like almost like a look ahead. It's almost like looking ahead in time, going in the future. It's it's amazing mathematics and physics and all sorts of crazy stuff in engineering.
Crazy algorithms.
It's insane. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you went back to the 60s when they were inventing the chips and said, hey, you know what we're going to do someday? They'd be like, wow, really? That's crazy. But it's what makes your computers and all your stuff really fast.
Yeah.
And not all programs that you run fit with that thing, right? Depending on what it is. Like if you're live streaming video or something versus if you're doing a spreadsheet. Who knows?
Gotcha.
It's different workloads. But so what they found is that you could hack and you could go look at that memory area, predicting what you're doing, and that's like a backdoor into the chip, and then you can just own the whole thing. It's a huge deal. So it's kind of a security flaw, but it's also how the chips work.
Okay.
To make them fast.
Yeah.
So Intel and everyone, and it doesn't just affect Intel. At first it was found in Intel, but it affects ARM, which is what's in your phone, which is in your iPhones and stuff too.
Right.
So it's kind of across the board. So that's why they said NVIDIA updates software, says graphic chips not hit by flaws. Oh, it's called Spectre is one of them. Spectre is one of... I love it. It's like Spectre and Smirch. It's James Bond.
It sounds like, that's what I was say. It sounds like evil organizations.
No, it's Spectre, and I can't remember what the other one is. But Spectre is one of the security threats. It's like politics now. It's like, complete backdoor. There was another one that actually came up that... How can I say this properly without... Let's just say there was an exploit that came up like in the last year that I was like intimately aware of.
Yeah.
Like as in not like I knew, but I was like, oh no, that's very possible because I've worked on that technology and that could be a backdoor because if you had access to that, you have access to the system. And we'd always be like, is this secure? Do we think this is secure? Or is this a problem? Never mind. All right, whatever.
Moving on.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm always like, kind of like, oh, okay. Oh, what is it now? Oh, sweet, right? Took over the whole computer. Awesome. So what they're going to do, because they can't fix the hardware or recall every chip that's been manufactured for the last 10, 12 years. I mean, it's like that bad.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much like turn in every piece of hardware and start over. Yeah, it goes back. It's not just like, oh, this is a new, like some new flaw in the latest chips or whatever. It's like, no, this has been here. And again, it's partly, this is how the chip works.
Yeah.
So what they're to fix this, they're talking about turning this feature off in the software.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Which then
slows down.
The concern is, you see, you got it,
Gotcha.
Jason.
Yeah, thank you.
Very CSI of you. Well, look at you.
That's right.
Yes, which then suggests that it might slow everything way down. But there's controversy of how much it might slow down. They said 10 to 30%.
Yeah.
But 30% is the problem.
Oh, yeah.
And some folks, I think, like Intel and other people are like, it's not going to slow it down that much.
Right.
And again, it depends on what you're doing on the computer, so I don't know.
The speed of today's innovation, they'll have it fixed by next Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way. Nothing's going to slow down the Windows 10 update more than it already is.
Right.
Because this guy just got updated finally.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, it's pink. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I think the Windows update might have the new thing. I don't know.
We shall see.
If you want to know more, we can do a tech show. I can talk about it. I just don't care. I just don't care anymore.
Tech.
Yeah, I'm just looking here. Oh, self-driving cars. That's a thing.
Ooh, I wish. Yeah, they need to get that out.
Oh, they're
in a
doing
hurry.
that. Google's digital assistant comes to new Android phones. So there you go. There's a Google. I'm just looking here to see what the things. Yeah, more cars. This is Reuters headlines. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's like Marvel superhero movies. I'm just so fatigued by everything.
Right.
This is like, oh yeah, Ford. Lots of cars. It's a lot of the car stuff.
There is one Marvel thing I'm looking forward to.
Infinity?
Only one. No.
Really?
Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking.
See,
forward
I never
to Black
watched it.
Panther.
Is that the second one or the first one, or?
It'll be the first one in the series of it.
But the Black Panther was in one of the showed up in one of the movies, right?
Yeah, he showed up in the
not new.
last Avengers movie.
Oh, did
but
I see
he didn't
that?
he didn't have a big part in it. But
Did I see that?
no,
I don't remember.
no, dude, I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1 or 2.
Those were pretty good, actually, and they're on Netflix.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Captain Americas.
Those were good.
I saw the very
first one was
first.
real good.
I saw the first Iron Man. Other than that, I haven't seen any of the other ones.
It's just, I mean, it's you know, yeah, but there's like
Hulk, Spider-Man.
there's a billion of them now.
Last Spider-Man I saw was Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, man.
No, I know. I know.
Yeah.
It just after a while, you're just like,
Yeah.
it's like how many Star Wars and
Yeah.
well, I don't know. And Disney owns everything, and there's so much. Everyone's fighting. Not the. I don't think the Marvel. Well, no, the Marvel and the DC.
Right, they're going head to
It's
head.
so awesome. Like. And I think that's an industry of itself. I don't think that anybody cares. I don't think Disney cares. Because here's how I think fandom works. Get everyone fighting and make it controversial, and you're still going to make money.
Even more so, yeah.
Yeah. Right? Because
Yeah.
then it's like, no, you know.
Yeah, the only one I've seen lately is Luke Cage.
Oh, yeah.
Love me some Luke Cage, you know. So, I mean, that was a good
I know.
good show. But you're right. I just
feel
can't get
bad
excited.
because we have... This is my second pot of coffee today. I literally didn't.
Best part
remember
of
my last-
waking up.
Yeah, I feel bad because we have Doc Housel on sometimes, and she's like, oh, you know, that's her job, and so she's got all the stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you got to see this, you got to do that, you got to do this. And I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's not my job.
Right. No,
Other things to do.
I dig it because when you want to talk about the roots of stuff, man, she is the go-to person for that. Hello, Doc. And I love that stuff. But as far as like
I still haven't seen the Wonder Woman, which was
either
supposed to be
vibe,
good.
and I've heard that is just fantastic
that's supposed
movie.
to be real good.
Yeah.
Well, in the whole DC stuff, because I did see the Superman or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah. Superman,
when
Batman.
it was like on Netflix. I mean, when it comes, if it comes on, I was like, oh boy. And then there was the one with the Batman, and it was like, oh.
I refused to watch that. I couldn't do it. I'm not an Affleck Batman guy.
I tried.
Yeah.
Not
It
good.
didn't come out well.
Yeah, no. I stopped in the middle. I was like, this is crap.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So maybe I'll watch that one.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I like the Christian Bale
Oh yeah, he's good.
Batmans. I don't have those on. And lately, I've been wanting to watch those, like the one with what's his name, the Joker.
Oh, Heath Ledger. Yeah.
Heath Ledger. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was definitely like a super. It was like, wow, this is not Adam West.
No.
This is some dark stuff. But it was.
They kicked
Christopher
Campy to the
Nolan, right?
Yeah, Christopher Nolan had Christian Bale.
And the one that was not so good was the last one. That had this
Bane.
character Bane, but Bane was Tom Hardy, and he's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
So even though the movie was a little bit, Bane was really pretty cool. It was like,
Right, yeah.
God, what does Tom Hardy can't do?
Right.
Like this guy will pick up a role and just like Heath Ledger did in the the other one, where it's like he'll just take this and run with it and be like, dude, what are you doing here? You know?
Right.
Did you ever see that Fury Road?
No.
The last
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
I have
that
not
was Tom
seen
Hardy.
it. Okay. Yeah.
And Shirley Theron.
Shirley.
Yeah. She's real good. Yeah, the two.
Her and that David Burns guy.
Yeah. Shirley's Theron. Yeah. Tom Hardy. Yeah.
That's why they'll never appear on the same screen together. Charlize Theron and David Boreanaz, because people are like, "Oh, it's David Schwimmer," and "Oh yeah, it's like Schwimmer."
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Yeah. What was it? I'm just. It's just really. No. Charlize Theron.
Mm-hmm.
Charlize Theron is how it's spelled.
Yeah.
It's just today is not a day for me to pronounce anything, especially on not a lot of sleep.
Whenever I try to do that, I turn into Bob Hope, and if you because Bob, you say, "Hey Bob, what's going on?" Well, today, and then like halfway through the sentence, today, you know,
where's upstairs in the hotel room, or having some drinks with some ladies,
and then it just breaks that. And so I can't get into that. I mean, like so David Boreanaz,
you know, the desecration of the Bob studio, but you know. Yeah. Do the reading on the Wikipedia and the scandalous stuff is like Bob.
Oh yeah.
Bob.
Oh yeah. Him and Bing.
Well, I don't know about Bing. I don't know. Bing
has some skeletons, man.
Yeah. But But anyway,
I'm gonna throw it out there, and I know people are gonna get mad at me because they love like White Christmas and the Bells of St. Mary. But man, you hear stories all the time that he used to beat his wife like crazy.
Oh man,
I'm just telling you, Bing
allegedly
was a bad boy.
Well, didn't his kids write a book?
Kind of a tell-all, sort of,
something like that. That's what it's based on. Yeah, look it up. We're just talking about what's been reported. Just kind of like the Joan Crawford kind of thing.
Right.
The Mommy Dearest kind of thing.
No more wire hangers ever. Played by George Stephanopoulos. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So I tried to. So I'm like, okay, I should try to sell things. It's just really weird because I'm looking at things going. I started looking at things and going, why do I still have that?
Yeah.
You know, and it's you just get in this thing where you think you're gonna have it.
You
forever.
never know. Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
And then you go, no, I don't really need this. You know, and so
Betamax, you never know.
Well, in my case, you indeed never know.
Right. Yeah.
You know. Well, no, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I do have some, like, I do have a VCR and stuff because people, you never know. It's like,
You never know.
hey, do you have the capability to make this on the YouTube? It's like, yes, I do.
That's happened to me once or twice, believe it or not. Yeah.
Well,
Can you digitize it?
Yeah. So, you know, but I do that sort of thing. But so I got these things, and then I was kind of like, oh, maybe I should do this before Christmas, right? Before the holidays.
Yeah.
But then I kind of sort of got it out there, but then it didn't happen. And then I got something posted after Christmas.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, you know how you post something, and it's Craigslist, right?
Okay.
So I'm doing Craigslist, and I've sold all sorts of different things on Craigslist.
Oh, sure.
Over the years. You have too, right?
Oh, sure.
Right? Everybody does. And so Craigslist, this time I'm trying this Facebook. There's a Facebook thing.
The store, it came out like a month or two ago, the marketplace, or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's their Craigslist killer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? It's free. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
You know, but not. I'm still doing Craigslist though.
Yeah, I'm interested. Now you got me interested here.
Well, I've got info.
Yeah.
I've got information, man.
As in infomercials. But wait, there's more.
So I'm still doing Craigslist.
Okay.
And now do you have an account on Craigslist? Again, this is the old people technology hour.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I think we sold something on there. In order to do that, you have to create like a kind of a thing where you have to log in your.
You used to not have to do that.
Yeah.
You could do one off. Go in there.
Yeah,
maybe they changed it, but it used to be like go in there, put your item in, click, get your link, approve it in the email and stuff. But what happens is when you have like, oh, I've got 3 things I want to sell on Craigslist, you want to log in and get the account,
right?
Because then you can manage it,
right?
See, like I didn't know that. In like a year or two, I was like, oh, so, and then they keep it too. So like you could, if it doesn't sell, you could repost it or whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so the account thing is kind of cool. And then you don't have to approve, you don't have to wait for approval email or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. So I put stuff out there after the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And these are like not, these aren't like $20 items. Right? This is like a piece of furniture, actually. Like a nice piece of... I had this bar cabinet thing.
Okay.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It had no bar cabinet things in it. I'm not entertaining.
But...
if
you're so inclined.
It's from a time when I did entertain. But I don't, and it was nice. And... honestly, it's just sitting there taking up space and collecting dust.
Okay. Yeah.
And you're just sitting there, and you have like this attachment to stuff. It's like what George Carlin.
Yeah.
Look up George Carlin stuff.
Sure.
I think it was originally the Don Lemon. The original routine was the Don Lemon thing, but when he did it on TV, he changed it to stuff. But anyway... And it's like collecting dust. And it's like I could use this space that this cabinet is in.
Yeah.
I could put a bookshelf there. A bookshelf would be more practical for me.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right? And so I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to see if I can look. Boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
It's
quick,
a nice
huh?
piece of furniture. It's a nice piece of furniture. And, you look up the pricing and you go, wow, these things are expensive. You couldn't find the right one, but it's like, you price it to sell you get it in there. But yeah, boom. And then just this week, I have some more things. Like, again, these kind of big things. And I hadn't heard anything. At all. So you're kind of like, oh, how long? Repost it, find the right person. Boom.
Wow.
Buyer came along. I had a few people inquiring about it. This, then I don't hear back.
Couple nibbles, but no.
Yeah, you get the nibbles, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, boom. Hey, I want all of that today. How are you for that? It's like, you got the money?
Bam.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It was wine, like for racks, for like a cellar.
Oh, okay.
I made wine once.
Really?
Yeah. And
Did you stomp on the grapes? And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
loosey thing of stomping on the grapes? Yeah.
Not exactly like that.
Close enough.
But anyway, and so I had a whole bunch of racks, like for hundreds of bottles.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. Why do
Yeah.
right? So sure enough, the right person came along, a guy from a winery.
There you
I'm
go.
like, dude, yes, you want this, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
boom.
Excellent.
So now when you get the fever, right? Then you want to
What
sell
else
it.
can I
You go,
sell?
I'm going to sell this cup. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell this pipe right here. I'm going to sell.
So on Monday, I'm going to come in and you're like, what do you mean I got sold?
Yeah, I know. You'll come in and it'll be like the cartoon sitcom thing. I won't have any clothes on. I'll have a barrel.
Everything else is gone.
Yes. It'll be like the fake brick behind you.
Right, and you're going to turn into the guy, you see on like 2 a.m., the used car salesman guy, come on down today, I'm going to sell you
Hey, Jason, can I just take a look at that hat for a minute there?
Oh, and the next thing it's gone. Next thing, where'd the cat go? Cat's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's addictive, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to have to look into that. Because I got tons of
For
crap.
sale, one podcast co-host.
Right, I'm gone. Next thing you know, I've been,
It's like,
there's the Fern.
I sold
There's
Jason.
no Jason, yeah. Next thing you know, I'm out in Malala somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
in a basement.
this doesn't look like a studio.
They said you'd be happy in a basement.
Right. Doc always said the Silence of the Lambs thing is going to come true. Next thing you know, like,
There's lotion in the basket we're sending down.
You even sold off my George Stephanopoulos puppet. Yeah. Why is he down in the basement talking to himself?
Well, we hang on to these things that are memories.
That's right.
And then you think, why it takes so long? Yeah, I mean, and then you just go, and I actually, truth be told, I despise stuff. I really do.
The store or just stuff in general?
Stuff in general.
Okay.
And the reason I do is because at the point where you have to move it. Because that's when you're like, burn it all down, burn it.
Right, yeah. No, I get you.
I hate
You look
that.
down far enough down the road, you're like, there's going to come a day when...
I know people who collect stuff.
Sure.
They are collectors. Antiques and books and this and that and that. And it's awesome. I look at the people and I'm like, wow, you know a lot about this
It's a passion,
collection stuff.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Like Buddha and his comic books and his other stuff. I mean, he drilled deep on that guy, and he's got answers for everything. If it comes to comic books, man, he's Yoda.
But it means you have to pile up all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then what if you got to move?
Yeah.
What if...
pragmatism doesn't work really well with collecting stuff, though. Because, I mean, you're dealing with a passion versus
Well, I know people who make money.
No, yeah.
You know?
For a while there was quite a market for people who like got books and then resold them on eBay.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of book collectors, oh wow, I get that. And then I guess, you know, the wife is always, you should sell some of your books. I bet you they'd go,
I don't know.
great guns. But see, me too. I'm like,
okay. There's a little story here. My mom
okay.
Seems to think everything's of some sort of value or something.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife too.
And did she go? Last year, the Antiques Roadshow.
No,
they go around, and last year,
they were in Portland.
last year they come to Portland.
Yeah,
they go around the cities.
Yeah.
They went to the convention center, and they do their show. Right, they go around that's their show.
Yeah.
Right, they go to a city, to the convention center, open it up.
Yeah.
People bring their crap.
Right. What crap do you have this week? So
there was this thing about this rocking chair that's been in the family for like maybe 100 years.
Generational, sure.
100 years. So that would be like, what, 1918, 1920, something? I don't know. I don't even know if that's true. But let's say it's old. It looks old. That's the other thing about antiques, too. They look old.
Right.
And sometimes you're like, ugh. I've seen, I don't watch it anymore. That would be like watching CBS, but people like the Antiques Roadshow.
Coming on CBS All Access.
Maybe after I watch the 60-minute, maybe I'll switch over to the Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah.
And then catch a little Masterpiece Theater.
I love me some Masterpiece, man.
And then turn over to the channel 3.6 of geriatric TV for a little Murder, She Wrote.
That's right. That's right.
Get my shawl.
Yeah. We got us a Dynasty marathon. This is going to be great. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that Joan Collins.
Joan is looking good. Yeah, it's 84. But,
yeah. Oh, gosh. Jeez. Yeah. But anyway, so there was like this rocking. Anyway, so I watched some Antiques Roadshow way back in the day.
Me too.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't watch it anymore. And it would be like, the one thing I know, the one rule that I know about the Antiques Roadshow, 2 rules actually. Rule number 1, if you have the most god-awful piece of crap, broken down furniture that looks like hell,
someone's going to buy it.
And you bring it into the it's going to be worth thousands. Because the guy's going to be like, oh, yeah, this is Alexander Hamilton and Jefferson tapped in this leg over here.
Right.
And Ben Franklin kicked in like a doorknob on this thing, And you're like, holy hell. And I saw a thing, and this lady had I want to say it was a 6-figure piece of furniture.
Wow.
And it looked like something you wanted to throw in the fire. I'm not joking. It was some colonial thing.
Yeah.
That George Washington farted on or something. I don't know. I mean, it was really, really ugly. And
smell it. It's got provenance. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the thing is the thing was worth just buku amount of cash money.
Yeah.
It looked like crap. You would never let this smelly old crappy thing in your home. And there's like fire damage in 1812 or something. I mean, come on, You're like, really? Really? But they're like a museum piece. It's like something that shouldn't even be in, at that point, it's like, shouldn't even be in your home. This should be in
Smithsonian or something, right?
Stupid museum or something. Yeah. So other people can enjoy looking at this stupid, ugly-ass piece of furniture.
No, I understand completely.
And the other rule about the Antiques Roadshow is you have that 6-figure piece of crap furniture.
Yeah.
The one Ben Franklin put a doorknob on it. Thomas Jefferson,
Yeah.
What's his name? Paul Revere sat his light on there for a minute. Oh, I gotta grab the light. British are coming.
Right, yeah. Alexander Graham Bell wiped a booger on that.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, wow, it's worth something now.
But then what happens?
Yeah.
Is they paint over it. They shellac it. They give it and they make it like this nice piece of, well, you can't see it here, but the desk that's right here. It doesn't matter.
Just give it a little more varnish.
Yeah, to make it nice and this piece of crap. But they make it like that.
Yeah.
Right? And then the guy goes, this is always on the Antiques Roadshow. The guy goes, this is an early colonial booger wiping side table.
Right, and then the response is always the same. Oh, my word.
Yes, exactly. And it's like, well, it's been in the family for years. It's like, yep. Yeah, this is early colonial. Something like this is worth $80,000, $90,000, $100,000. But since you shellacked it and painted it,
it's $5.
It's worth about $10 in the antique store.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I'm telling you. That's what I learned from the Antiques Roadshow.
You totally wiped out the Alexander Graham Bell booger when you revarnished it. And
Exactly. Exactly.
You know when I tuned out of Antiques Roadshow? Is remember,
Crafts Friday.
Yeah, they're probably. I think they were probably in some like Dog Patch, Iowa, or something. I remember.
Yeah.
But the moment I just said I can't watch this anymore, I still remember this too. This guy came on with a ceramic duck. The guy's like, that is a very interesting thing about this duck. I'm like, it's a big duck.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm turning it over to NCIS, Wisconsin or something.
It's like the tableware.
Yeah.
Like the silver and the gold stuff. Or the porcelain. Like when they bring something like that on, it's like some old porcelain or something, you're like, oh, no. That could be some money right there.
Right, some historical value. Some guy comes in with like a sword from like the Continental Army and stuff. That I was like, wow, that's kind of cool,
Yeah.
Original, like this one lady brought on an original thing that handwritten by Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of that left.
Yeah, you think that's worth
in the general
something,
public.
maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Or, but sometimes maybe it's just a museum piece. Who knows,
Yeah.
But it's this furniture. Furniture is the one that freaks me out. The whole furniture thing.
Yeah.
And so the mom, the 100-year-old rock chair, and it looks old, and it's like, yeah, that's nice. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
It's like, this is old. This has been, and it's worth something, right? The furniture.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like $30 or something. It's stamped. Again, it hadn't been hand carved and stuff. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, oh, dude, seriously. So I mean, furniture just blows me away.
Yeah.
And and that's what IKEA is for furniture. Right. And because it's just pressboard and Swedish crap. I mean, the meatballs at IKEA are probably ultimately worth more than the bookshelves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I don't know what in the 23rd century. Like, is Spock and Kirk, are they giving them antique Culber? Is this real IKEA?
23rd century.
It's real IKEA. Look at the pressboarding. Oh, God, this is just classic early 21st century, really.
Right.
And people would assemble these with, do you have, like, oh, my God, I throw them out. I'm not thinking, Jason, for posterity.
Yeah.
Not only should I keep those IKEA shelves.
Yeah.
They're nice and sturdy for bookshelves, by the way. They're very practical.
There's
a joke about IKEA that I'm not going to, because it's a little bit not PC. But anyway, but I throw out, but I should keep the actual manual.
Yeah.
The actual that comes with it, how to assemble it, and the actual really crappy Allen key that always hurts your hand when you're assembling that.
Right,
because in the 23rd century, like my great grandkids who are on the Starship Excalibur are gonna be like, look at what your great grandpa had.
Right.
It's an IKEA bookshelf. And kept the instructions in laminate, too.
It's still in the plastic.
It still has the Allen key
Right.
to assemble it.
Welcome to Antiques Roadshow 2337. I'm BuzzBot54. And look at that. We got some. Do you know what that is? Do you know? No, I don't. Please tell me. That's an early IKEA. Like, really? Oh, yes. Oh, look at the varnish on that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look, the man. You have the manual? I do. Earl told me it may be worth something someday. He is right. This would go to auction, and we could get, whatever, six-figure thing.
Oh, yeah.
IKEA, wow.
Yeah.
Right now, if some people are at home watching this, they're like, Marvin, keep that manual.
You remember how... it's perfect. Remember how Picard, his hobby was archaeology?
Yes.
So, like, the ready room and stuff, which there's a really funny thing I saw on the internet I got to tell you about. Maybe we'll talk about fandom sometime. It's some really good... I got to send it to you, too. So, he liked the archaeology and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So if you go in his ready room, like in the I guess that's the 24th century, right? Because there's the 23rd, right? 22nd. Yeah, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Then the 24th, the next generation, I think. So if you go in his ready room, it's like, it's like, oh, you got another original IKEA bookshelf. Yes, I did, number one.
Number one.
This is called the Kallax. With a brown finish.
Look at this, Allen wrench.
Yes.
Allen key. Wow. Worf, put that down.
This is antique. It's made of real pressboard and vinyl veneer.
Vinyl veneer.
Because that's all this stuff is made of, right? So it's like, But then, the stuff that's valuable.
Real vinyl.
I know. Yeah. Well, dude, we have like vinyl tables, linoleum, that kind of stuff from like the 50s and the 60s.
Formica.
And it's like, this is Formica table. This is a Formica. Anyway, yeah, and everyone's like, don't get rid of that. That's worth something. It's like, what's it worth?
Yeah.
It looks like crap. It looked like crap when I ate it at Grandma's house. I was like, we should get a better table. Could we go to IKEA and get like something nice? A little Danish.
I get this Formica table
Swedish.
is from IKEA.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, oh my word. So anyway, so I got the fever.
So how many things have you sold then? So far, what's the tally up to?
Well, I sold 2 big things. A piece of furniture.
Okay.
Again, a nice piece of furniture. And you know how it is? It's like when it rains, it pours. You don't hear anything. Then you get the first message, call, whatever. And then the second message, call. So you're like, dude. And then you're like, I'm at full price here.
Yeah.
Right? Because I already got the next buyer lined up if this deal falls through.
Yeah.
So. But you're like, it's good stuff. I'm a good seller. These were good buyers. It's like, I have something you actually want. This will be a good deal for you. You're going to love it. And I'm going to love what you give me back.
Right, yeah.
For it. And then this thing's not going to collect dust. And I can just have a room with that. I literally, first house I was in, I had no furniture. I was literally like, had a house and a crate. And in many ways, and my drum set.
Okay.
Dude, that's all a dude needs.
Yeah.
Socks, toilet paper, and a drum set.
Yeah.
Because you can always
use... a fork, too. You need a fork. Or maybe at least a spoon. But how are you going to eat that pudding without...
I don't know. I'm just saying, you can... And here's the thing. You don't need a chair, because if you have a drum set, you have a drum throne. So
That's correct.
On the drum throne, right?
Yeah.
Maybe an Xbox and a widescreen TV.
I've gotten by on less, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. That's the thing. That's what dudes do. We're just like...
A bean bag in an orange crate.
Yeah. But, dude, you're on your feet, Yes. If some rogue Asian nation starts lobbing missiles our way here in the Pacific Northwest, you could get out quick.
The only thing that survived was the IKEA bookshelf.
Quick,
Yeah.
throw my drums in the car. Let's
That's
go.
right. Got a gig in Pocatello.
Yeah.
We're out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I sold the furniture. I sold all the things, and those are good people too. And here's the thing about Craigslist.
Okay.
I should read you my ads because my ads. I have a sign off now on my ads.
Really?
Yeah. My sign off now is great deal. Period. Firm. Period.
Firm.
No scams. Period.
Gotcha.
Huh?
Gotcha.
Huh?
I thought it was gonna be something like Stay Frosty.
Well, that's a good. That's a good.
Can you
one,
throw
though.
that in next time?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a pretty good
Stay
one.
Frosty. Yeah.
Well, if I was selling all those guns and stuff,
Right. Stay Frosty.
which I don't think you can sell on Craigslist. Yeah, I don't think you can't do that. But anyway, but yeah, that's my sign off. Great deal, firm, no scams.
That's beautiful.
Because the first thing, so I posted a couple things
Okay.
because I got the fever.
You got the fever.
I'm sorry.
I got the fever.
You're gonna come in here one day and there's gonna be like nothing. It's like, dude, how are we gonna stream? I don't know. I have this
Couldn't help it,
webcam.
man.
I don't know what to hook it up to. No, I can't sell stuff that I use. But
Why do I have to hold the camera? Don't you have a tripod? No, tripod's good.
again, this is just stuff that I'm not using. So I post a couple items up late last night. Like and that's the thing. It takes me a while to figure out, here's what I want for it, and here's how I post it up and everything, right? And also figuring out, it's like, it really is not, because I don't have a need for this.
Yeah.
Or I already got these, whatnot.
Sure.
So I post these, right? Bam. What's the first thing that happens on Craigslist? The scams. And it's like, I gotta tell you this one right here. This is like boilerplate. It's like an app. In fact, I even responded to this because it was late at night. But I was going, why did I respond to that? Because there's no one there, and it's from some number. It's actually Arizona, but there's nobody in. I was thinking I could on the show call this number, but I don't think it probably is a fake number. So I think if you called that number, it could be actually someone's phone.
Somebody else's phone.
Yeah, because these are scams.
Yeah.
Right? So they can just put in a fake number, and then they text you. And here, you get this all the time.
Okay.
Right? And it's, I'm interested in the, and in parentheses is your listing. Right? It's all in parentheses. And would you accept a certified check as payment? Once it clears your bank, then I will have my shipper to pick up, ? Note, I am not in rush with you until the check clears in your account.
Yeah. That's
First message I get. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I said no, and then I was like, why did I respond to that? There's no one on there. And then the next one I get is...
I'm surprised it's not like, P.S. We have $18 million in a Nigerian bank. Can you please?
Well, that's what it is. And then the thing is with the Craigslist and stuff, they say it right on Craigslist, but you know that it's a scam. Anytime they come to you and go, hey, I want to deposit, I'll deposit this thing here, and I'm first of all, I sell this stuff locally in this area. And I've actually listed in like other outskirt areas in Oregon and maybe southern Washington or whatever. That's cool too. But it's like, dude, Portland, come on in.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If you can't do that, then forget about it. You know? And then the next one I get is, this is for my other item. It's a different one, but it's same thing. It's like some area code. Wondering if you have your double space, so you know that the app, their little crap program is item, comma space. If available, get back to me with the last price and the condition ASAP. ... Thanks. I've got that. I've got both of these texts before.
Yeah.
From listing stuff. It's just crap scams.
Standard template.
Get back to me. What's the last price? What's the last price? And condition? Well, it says what the condition is in the listing, and it says the price. What's the last price, Jason?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that said, I'm getting a ton as I was getting ready this morning for this show. I've got other texts from people. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is someone to call. One just is an offer, and it says the number for the item. That's it. Like
That's
no
it.
name or anything.
That's getting down to brass
this was
tacks.
a good one. This was a good one. I got a text again, another one of these spam bots, and obviously their spam app isn't working because it just lists my item, and that's it. There's nothing else to like it just says there's nothing like.
Oh boy.
I will get back to you or whatever.
Oh boy.
It's just the item. So obviously their programming script is a little
cut
off.
and
You're
paste
supposed
it in
to,
the
yeah,
right
you're supposed
units,
to just because you cut and paste the item, you're also supposed to say, "What is your last price?" I'll send you a certified check into your bank account, and then you can send it to me whenever. So anyway, so
Do you accept a third party out of state?
I don't know what that one's weird. That one might be legit. Maybe somebody called on that. That might be a follow up of a call. Yeah, that actually may or may not. Yeah, actually, you know what? Somebody may have left a voicemail on that.
Oh,
so that might be somebody legit.
Okay,
but then I got the but then. None of these things on the Facebook. In fact, I've had I have had another thing that I listed, which is really nice. It's a pot rack. You know what a pot rack is?
Yes.
You hang it and you hang your pots.
Yep.
For the nice stuff.
Yeah.
I have a nice one.
Okay.
A brand name one, like not just a crappy one. Like if you have the brand name, good deal. They're expensive if they're nice ones, like gourmet. Like if you have the gourmet kitchen, and you have your pots there.
Sure.
So I got that listed, and I listed that one on Facebook. Nothing on the Facebook. Now, so I list a couple items, electronics items, on Facebook, along with Craigslist. I get the spams on Craigslist. I got like tons of messages on the Facebook, like starting at 5 a.m. No, wait a minute. I listed it on Facebook, and at 12:37 a.m., Justin, any trades? They all go to your DMs. So this is the first time I've interacted with Facebook. Fan, can you reduce the price? No. Louis, I'm interested. Here's someone offering, making me an offer. And then actually a dude I know who I was going to let know, because he's an antique and actual stereo guy that I know. Yeah. That I was going to go, hey, dude, I got this. What do you think? I'm interested in this item. Boy, two different people. Chris and Terry. I'm interested. Oh, you know what that is? That's actually Facebook.
Maybe.
No, that's actually Facebook.
Yeah.
I actually did that for an item that I saw on Facebook. And here's what happens.
Okay.
There's a little, like, you know how you got like likes and stuff in Facebook? Well, in the marketplace, there's a thing that says, I'm interested. That's what it is. It's not necessarily a scam. Sorry. You click on the I'm interested, and it sends a DM to the person that says, this person is interested in that item.
Makes sense.
And it doesn't necessarily mean you're making an offer or whatever. Because like I saw something there too where I was like, ooh, something for my kid, actually. And I was like, oh, we were looking for that around the Christmas, but it didn't quite work out. But somebody's selling one, and it was like, I'm interested. And I clicked the I'm interested, and then I realized it sent a DM to the person. I'm like, oh, hey, I didn't want to get that too committal. It was more like you can save it and track it, you know. Yeah. It was like, well, like, you know. But so if you click the I'm interested on the Facebook, it sends the person a DM. So
interesting. Okay.
But then you can like make an offer or whatever. Yeah. I mean, offers, how you do it, that's the better way to do it. Yeah. You know, I mean, what's your last price? Anyway.
What's your last price?
So exciting. So what I should have done is to bring it back all back around in 2 hours. Is I should have put NuzBox's phone number on here and see, like, as I sell things, see what kind of voicemails we get. Play back the voice.
You got to do that.
Yeah,
you got to edit your ads and then. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think it's too late now, but like I said,
but next round,
I'll be ripping through this place, selling it. The drapes to this.
Right.
Everything must go.
That's right. Wallpaper. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We got to listen to some of these replies. This could be good.
But the thing is usually I think the thing is that the people who actually in the past experience and what happened recently is the people who actually call and leave a voicemail.
Yeah.
Are actually serious. Like the ladies. There's a couple ladies who were interested in this thing, and one of them, the first one, first come, first serve, and it was like at the end, it's like, oh, and I am a real person. This isn't a scam. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Yes, no, I believe you're a real person.
I am not a robot.
You're leaving a voicemail with your name and contact information, and you're interested in my item. But anyway, you got stuff to sell.
Oh, I got crap loads of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, get on it, man.
Yeah.
Let's get selling.
Okay.
We could be the antique. We could be like our whole show, Coffee with Curmudgeons, would be the antique. Well, not antique, but we'll just sell crap.
We're just selling crap.
Buy Doc and Jason's crap.
That's right.
There was a lot of stuff. So we talked.
It's crap with curmudgeons.
Crap with curmudgeons.
Yeah, we're just selling stuff. Why not?
Well, we talked about the 60-minute.
Yeah.
So, and then there's I sent you 2 news items that I want to talk about today, and totally blew the whole time talking about Antiques Roadshow and all that stuff, which is fine.
It happens.
But maybe we can talk about it. Maybe if we're back on Monday, we can talk about I don't know changes at Facebook.
That's right.
Big changes at Facebook that I don't think you're gonna like.
Yeah.
And big changes, well. And things going on Twitter that I don't think you're gonna like.
Right, yeah.
So, just saying. So we may all have to go find a new network.
Oh boy.
And this after. See, I was even kind of off Facebook. Now, there's always a reason, right?
Yeah.
And I got to be on the Facebook because it's like I'm selling something in the marketplace.
That's right. Over this weekend, I'll poke around and find some stuff. I got everything from like golf clubs that I never use.
Oh, I got some of those.
I got a lot of kitsch sort of things. Yeah,
that's the hard stuff because that's the stuff that you have to like.
Yeah.
$2.
Yeah.
Well, I did a garage sale with friends. Because they're and again these are the people who do the antiques and they know stuff. They have a place at the antique mall and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I'm just here for the beer. I don't know, but then it was like, well, what about this stupid IKEA couch and all this stuff? It's like, you know what? Let's get rid of it, dude. It was gone.
Bam.
Yeah, I sold a box of electronic stuff. Which was probably worth something back in the day, but it's like, how in the hell am I going to unload this stuff now?
Yeah.
It's just like,
oh yeah,
people with accents who was like, I give you $110 for the box. It's like,
you come down today.
Okay,
I come
maybe
down
not
today.
this one.
Yeah. All right.
But anyway,
yeah, I got tons of crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna dig around.
Yeah, dude, man, get that fever. So, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. You got any last words?
No, just be safe out there.
Did you have fun?
Oh yeah. And I have made it a personal thing of mine.
You're gonna sell some stuff,
right? Not only that, but I will be here on Monday.
Oh really?
This is this is the thing I'm working on. Last week, man, I just got sicker than a dog.
Yeah.
I tell you, kids, man, they go to school, they come back, and it's a petri dish. But so I'm now focusing, especially on Mondays. I'm getting Mondays nailed down.
Well, see, I just did all the different stuff. In the meantime, I did like a new. Well, we updated logos. You updated a logo too.
Yeah.
Well, you updated both the logos actually.
Yeah.
Both for Coffee with Curmudgeons and Turning Left.
Yeah, I had some idea.
Yeah. So I incorporated that into the production and then more production stuff and weird music and all sorts of fun.
All sorts of fun.
Anyway, I should put it. Can I should. You know what? I'll put it at the end, maybe.
Okay.
Because it's just fun. Well, you'll see more of it. See, there's the Star Wars ones. You can't see it right now. It was if you watched the pre-roll, you saw new graphics stuff.
Yeah, stick around at the end of the show. You may see some.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe or maybe not. Okay. A weird one, huh?
Yeah, it's Friday. You know, fun show.
Yeah. I hope so. Yeah. I'm gonna have to probably go out and have more coffee.
Right.
And then I'm just gonna crash. And then everyone's gonna be calling me, "Hey, dude, I want to buy that thing you got." I'm too tired, man.
I'm intrigued now. I'm gonna go out and sell a bunch of crap.
Oh man, dude.
I think you've lit the fire. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna do this.
Money in your pocket, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can just buy more crap. See, sell, buy more crap. That's what the people do. That's the people I know. That's what they always do.
Paying forward.
Yeah, I know. You see, they sell something and it's like, and then they come back from the Goodwill or whatever. But look at all this other stuff. What? I thought isn't the idea to clear it out? But that's what the pros do.
Got to clear it out to make room for more stuff you need to clear out to make room for.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
All right.
It's been fun. And see you later. Bye-bye. We bill this as a news program.
Yeah.